give them a lot of opportunities to make plays during the downtime of their big team fights. They could theoretically look to pick off the Arc Warden while they set up a team fight somewhere else on the map.
That's the play. That's the dream. That's what we want to see. Vici Gaming heading out. They placed down one ward down there in the bottom lane, as well as a Radiant Observer ward that was placed up top. So getting some vision out and blocking off camps. It does look like Monkey King is down bottom with the Phoenix right now. Is that a lane that you expect him to stay in with the Phoenix to stay in, or do you think he's going to be bouncing back and forth?
I think more likely bouncing back and forth. It's interesting the Nyx is up top. I guess the idea here being that Nyx is just, he's got boots, he can quickly move between the lanes, figure out where he's going to be most useful. You can't do a whole lot to a Dragon Knight, not a hero worth using your mana burn on all too much, so more likely the Nyx can have a bigger impact either harassing the puck or going to that off lane and teaming up with the Monkey King. That Nyx Monkey off lane, you get two fairly tanky heroes with good regen and it can be very difficult to zone these heroes out. Man,
SG, they just placed down a sentry ward and immediately dewarded. I don't know if I didn't see them get any vision of Vici placing that ward. So is that just like looking through replays, I guess, and understanding where they're going to place the ward?
Oh, wow, that bash. Paparazzi.
Laposa.
Wow.
That hurt.
Times the bash, gets the rune, and gets some good harass. Yeah, either, like you say, you watch replays, you find trends about where they're playing the wards, and you kind of anticipate where it's going to be. Or alternatively, they... Oh, nice courier snipe.
Oh, man. All right, Dire Courier down. Well done.
Yeah, this has become a plague to more competitive Dota and also pub games. These melee heroes smoking up with, not even with boots. You can just snipe couriers without, but he does have boots in this case. So finding a quick early advantage that will help out the mid lane a lot for SGesports.
Bardino, he's moving in, gets the dual breath onto Mr. 11, and just going to be able to push him back. I believe that there was also another Dire sentry ward place, so they thought they had a ward, but the fissure is already there, and Monkey King taking a lot of damage early on. They find the first blood, and big kill right there for SG.
Yeah, Thelia, of course, has been right place a couple of times, finds a courier, then heads bottom, gets a nice little fissure block off, so good sequence of events. Very important to secure the Arc Warden's lane early on. This is not a hero you want to have falling behind from the get-go, so we will see them dedicate 3 heroes to secure the safe lane.
And it is going to come at a little bit of a cost here. 4DR is dealing with the Necrophos, which is never very fun, but he's still getting farm there, and Deliacar not going to allow them to get any type of pull here, I don't believe either, so
yeah.
Walking it off. Good place so far in there, Shaker.
I believe they even saw that other Observer Ward getting planted at this bottom lane, so this should also be dewarded by SGesports in due time, so this bottom lane looking very good for them. As far as the other lanes go, that's where things not going quite as hot. The puck is getting bullied a bit by the Void. Similarly, mid lane also a bit Necro favored so far. Not an easy lane for Dragon Knight by any means. The key thing here for DK is just to get your bare minimum farm.
Yeah. Come away with it with some decent levels, already getting 2 up in the passive, but he is going to take a beating constantly from Ori, which is a little bit frustrating. Any other rotations that we might end up seeing? You were talking about maybe the Phoenix moving around. Can he come in and, like, is there any chance to kill the DK, really? It seems unlikely.
Ooh. Not with just a Phoenix.
Yeah.
Perhaps a level 6 Necro could do it, but doesn't seem all that feasible. Similarly, I don't think SGesports can really rotate on Necro with a Shaker Dragon Knight until perhaps DK gets level 5 or 6 himself. He needs another point, at least 2 points in Flame Breath. He needs a point in the stun, so that gank likely comes at level 6. So I think for now, both teams will stick to these lanes. The Phoenix doesn't have a good home, but is just trying to get some of those early levels.
Yeah. Bosa here going pretty far out. Actually, he gets the mana burn on. Does he have enough to get away? He's going to use the orb now. Man, it is just a hard life right here for this puck.
Yeah. 3 CS only against this Void. This top lane is definitely the big win for Vici Gaming. Seen a lot of the Faceless Void from the Chinese scene right now, and Vici Gaming showing just how strong of a laner he can be.
I guess likewise, though, old 11, or young 11, excuse me. Sorry, 11. He's only 1-0 as well, so he's been having a tough time, too.
Yeah, both teams have done a good job with their safe lanes. Vici Gaming just win it by the sheer power of the Void, whereas SGesports had to dedicate a lot more heroes to this lane. So they even found a first blood out of it, and the first blood going to the Arc Warden means Costable's in a really good position to get that fast Midas up.
Yeah, not to mention the courier snipe earlier. It's all coming together. Not quite 1,000 gold lead there for SGesports, but you know they're doing what they need to do, and as the game goes on, do you kind of see like the early rotations that come out with level 6s being that significant? It feels like every hero is really, really static.
The Void can very easily TP to like another lane, like mid lane with the Chronosphere early on, which is something you often see. Voids, even in the safe lane, you get that early TP with your treads and just TP mid, get a hero kill on a core hero, and it can really set up your team for a big win.
Right.
But for now, we're just seeing small harass coming out, like the Shaker goes mid, throws a fissure, gets Necro low, but doesn't really come all that close to killing him, so
yeah.
All about securing lanes more than actually getting those kills for the time being.
Fenrir just going to back away lest they were able to find him there. 4.5 minutes in, 1-0 so far, and everything all hunky-dory. God, Ori's getting very low, but, I mean, he's a Necro. So
yeah, and you're against a hero that you kind of know the limit. Like, DK's not going to do anything to surprise you or jump on you suddenly.
Yeah.
It's not like he can hit level 6 suddenly and kill you either. He hasn't got any points in the stun, and oh, they missed the Tenga.
That was good. I think that this could still be a kill, though. Yeah. They've got the fissure block off, and they do find it. Fenrir also in some trouble. Can they get it? He's hitting so slow, and well, Fenrir doesn't even end up using the shrine. He's just going to head back home instead.
Just got that dive up in time to get away. Really good start for the Arc Warden specifically and SGesports. I think this is exactly what they needed coming into a tough matchup against a experienced team that's played a lot of LAN Dota. You want to have that good laning stage. You want to at least be feeling good about your draft in that first 5-10 minutes, because you're going to be nervous. I mean, if a team like SGesports, they played all these online matches, they've done well in South America, but the nerves is definitely more likely to get to that team than Vici Gaming. So anything you can do to get off to a good start is going to help you out here.
For sure. And this is the type of lineup that can take advantage of that early gold lead and, you know, start pushing down towers, taking objectives around the map. Do you feel like that's what they need to do to continue to snowball it, or with the Arc Warden, do they have a little bit of a safety blanket there?
They have the safety blanket, but the more they can pressure, the better. They're going to keep pressuring this bottom lane.
Oh, almost there. He's going to end up going down. They get it right at the end with the Spark Raid.
We're seeing how good this Arc Warden is against Monkey King. He's just being able to zone him out of the trees by popping those rates into, like, basically into the jungle where Monkey King's trying to leech experience from. So they're constantly punishing 11, who's 0-3 now. His tower could start getting chipped away at. And perhaps most importantly, the Arc Warden is filthy rich from all these kills going his way.
Oh, and they're bringing down the Dragon Knight now with a DD rune as well. I'm not sure what his duration is left on that Dragon form. It's a little bit.
Chunk, yep.
This is going to be some decent damage here, and maybe even a tier 1 tower taken, possibly?
I believe this is going down. There's not enough heroes that can rotate in this early on. Void does have Chrono and a TP. That perhaps is the one thing they could try and do, but I don't think they've got damage. Like, the Void Chronos, there's no follow-up damage to dump into it. So yeah, tower goes down. Vici Gaming can just sit and watch.
11 being a little bit of a butt right there, just cancels the TP of 40R, so he can't get back to lane as quickly. We'll live through it as well, so they don't decide to go chasing for Monkey King.
The really nice thing about DK rotating is it also has given the mid lane to Puck. Puck was getting bullied a lot at top, couldn't really get his experience, and also the farm. You need some money to get towards that Blink Dagger, so he was able to take over the mid lane while the Dragon Knight swung bottom to push down the fast tier 1. And even with the top lane vacated, Paparazzi gets the tower down to about half HP, but doesn't actually finish it off.
Yeah, the Earthshaker coming in now, and so Theocor, he's also going to be able to pick up a little bit of golden experience for himself as Vici Gaming moving in now for a gank in the bottom lane. They're also going to bring in the Phoenix.
Yeah. He just knows. He's top lane. He's going for a kill, and they may actually find Paparazzi.
Oh, top lane. I believe in you.
He's TPing out. Oh, barely escapes.
All right. Audio cast.
Don't worry, I got you. No, he didn't die. You know, the Russian observers, they knew he wasn't going to die.
Exactly.
It's like, who's this caster think he is? We're going to smoke to follow. Oh, but he cancels his TP, Jakiro, so he's stuck down here still.
I mean, was that intentional or no way? Okay.
That was a misclick. Maybe tried to shift you or something, but
yeah. I always want to give it the benefit of the doubt, but level 5 for him. He will be able to pick up a little bit more experience as this falls. I don't think that they can come down and save him. But they might not even realize he's there.
I don't think they realize he's there. They saw the Arc 1 TP top, so that's like the sign, like, oh, Arc 1 left the lane, that means they know.
Yeah.
In their mind, it means that tower's being ditched, which it was.
Ooh, mid lane battle possibly breaking out here as they are going to be in the area. I think Vici just They're not going to try and force this, though.
They're getting really good vision with this Monkey King, just always able to fly over the trees, scout things out. And it's making it hard for SGesports to get off clean initiation. With that said, they are going to rush an initiation item. 40R going for the Blink Dagger as his first big pickup. At least has that queued up for now. So once the Blinks come online, SGesports have a lot of pickup potential. Bottom lane,
Bottom
Chrono.
lane, Chronosphere, bottom lane, bottom lane, bottom lane. There we go. It's going to be a kill onto the Jakiro. Paparazzi barely able to secure that one and back out himself. Puck might think about chasing this as well, but too far to go.
Not the biggest kill for your first Chronosphere. Normally you want to look for one of those core heroes, whether it's the Puck, the DK. Dream hero kill is the Arc Warden, who now has a Midas 9.5 minutes in.
Yeah, that's something to talk about. We've got a pretty decent time on it, and he is top of the net worth. And, you know, you talk about some of these heroes having, like, pickoff potential, as we are going to see a jump forward. Laposa taking a good bit of damage. Dropped the Dream Coil to break the Ray, but he is still going to fall. Had just used that orb to farm.
Yeah, that was well timed and played by VT Gaming.
But what I was going to say is it does feel like with like a initiation from Nyx Assassin and Necro, is that enough to find a kill on the Arc Warden if he's out of position?
11.
No. They are going to try and get out of here mid at the very least.
Yeah, the Arc Warden's a very tanky hero, which makes him hard to gank and kill. 1,200 hit points at level 7. So we'll see what kind of pickoffs VT Gaming are actually able to get. Their damage output is not the best in the Chronosphere.
Fenrir going forward with this. They've got a lot of heroes in the area, but they just don't have the initiation. Can't force the fight, really.
Yeah, they want to get this Phoenix up to level 6 and start get that team fight rolling. Next Chrono's in 35 seconds, so we'll see if they group up and go for a smoke, try and find any big kills out of that.
Yeah.
This Arc Warden, it's so hard to gank an Arc Warden because he's always going to be farming in the safest place on the map, and he can use his clone, his Tempest Double, to kind of join up with his team. And with the Midas, this hero can farm very quickly in the jungle and lane. Just makes it very difficult to stop an Arc Warden from getting farm.
They do see the Monkey King there, and he's going to take a couple pot shots by virtue of that tower.
This is where defending gets hard. You know that Chronosphere is coming back up, so with the big ultimates online, SGesports, yeah, they're going to drop a Macropyre and just leave this tower be.
I mean, that's great. This creep wave's going to be dead. It's going to take them a little while to bring it down, and they'll take some damage on the way.
Yeah, Paparazzi will tank the tower shots, but ultimately this is good delay. They're going to send a Tempest Double again, and everything just to delay this.
I mean, this is great. Yeah, everything's going great for him, and they're going to push down the top lane as well, so Tier 2 tower is going to take a little bit of damage. And then in the meantime, Puck and Jakiro will try and hold on to it.
SGesports currently showing some very solid Dota. Well thought out, well played, and they are getting all the farm and moving around the map. Every time it feels like VT Gaming go for rotations to try to find kills, they're just out of there.
Echo Slam and an answer for the Monkey King. Get away! No answer at all. My God, SG just blew him the hell up.
Their movement's really impressive right now. VG come bottom, Arc Warden's TPing top. VG Gaming go mid, they're pushing top, they're delaying the push, and then they manage to pressure the top tower, the Tier 2, to 500 health while defending mid, and then they get a pick off. They're just being incredibly efficient with how their heroes maneuver around the map. Something that Arc Warden is just naturally good at, so definitely a lot of it is credit to some great play and decision making, but it also is the nature of their draft. They can defend these lanes, they can pressure VG Gaming while keeping themselves in a very safe position.
Well, I mean, yeah, and how many... Oh, dropping down the ward. He does see that Lanham is here, but I don't know if it's going to be enough, the vision, to keep him alive. He might think about popping the Shrine. Nah, not going to go for it. 40R punches Paparazzi a couple of times, but he should be able to walk away, and, well, a pickoff will happen against the Nyx.
Yeah.
Bosa? Oh, Silence trying to get away. Dream Coil to break it up. He has get caught. Reaper's Scythe will be there for the kill, and no other answer. So after a slew of good moves, a couple of questionable ones, and now it's also going to be Dragon Knight caught. He's not actually taking a ton of damage right now with the Monkey King ultimate. That might be enough, as well as the Sunray, to finally bring down the Dragon Knight.
Yeah, it's a couple of much-needed kills for Vici. They were just kind of unable to push towers, unable to find kills, and then finally the Nyx kind of coming online with that level 6, able to just scout around, use that Vendetta. This is where SGesports have to be very proactive, getting those observers, sentries down together as they've done the mid lane. They dropped a sentry in that top area, but it was just too late. The Nyx was already in position to set up a kill and get VG Gaming into that Radiant side of the map and find an additional kill in the Dragon Knight. So definitely a very volatile stage of the game where SG need to be careful not to give up too many kills because these will often lead to towers.
Look at this. Gustavus coming in is going to drop down. I was thinking the magnetic field, but just holding on for the moment, throwing out a couple of things. Macro Pyre's down as well. Lanham's taking a little bit of damage from that, but they will again hold their tower for the moment. It's barely alive, but it's alive, and almost broke the TP there as well.
Very close. Yeah, they are definitely well versed in dealing with Monkey Kings, as we're seeing from SGesports so far this game.
So, like, Vici, it's looked a little bit better over the past couple of minutes, but they still haven't really addressed this Arc Warden issue. And him finishing off the Maelstrom already, is this going to be like a continuing concern throughout the game? Like, how do you feel like Vici need to play the next few minutes? Because you said it's a very volatile moment.
They need to keep finding picks with the Nyx. Try and set things up with the Vendetta. Use the Chronosphere. You don't want to just be sitting around with it when it's up. Right now it's on cooldown from that last fight, but they really need to find an opportunity to Chronosphere every time it's up. They want to play at a faster pace to match SGesports, because if they don't, Arc Warden's just going to out-farm them, out-carry them. The Boots of Travel is the really dangerous item because that's when he gets that hyper mobility. He can be anywhere on the map much easier. He doesn't have to TP to towers. He can push with his team while his hero is somewhere else on the map.
We also saw right here as well that SG, they were all grouped together because they saw the Nyx assassin right under the ward go Vendetta and walk their way, but Vici wisely going to back out now. A lot of people missing from the map, and while this is all happening, Monkey King getting some much needed farm down bottom as well. A lot of Midas is online for SG. They want to go late game with this.
Yeah, the puck one kind of interesting because you normally see the Midas after the blink. This suggests they're very comfortable right now. And like you say, they kind of want to go late game, or they want to at least have late game options. Yeah. I think if they were having a tough time, felt like they really need an initiator, you tell your puck, like, you need a blink, we need to start fighting. But Lepost has had a rough game. He wants to play catch up. He wants to get some farm. He knows his team is... His other carries, his DK, oh, they found the Arc Warden.
This is a big kill if they can find it, and they will. Very, very well done.
That's the kill they've been needing and looking for a while and haven't been able to find. But yeah, this is the danger where you go for this greedier puck minus, and suddenly you've got heroes that just want to keep farming. Puck doesn't have the initiation option, and it doesn't free up the space you need for your Arc Warden, and that's where Arc Warden can get picked off, as we just saw.
Yeah. Well, and that's going to be the important storyline to follow in this game, is how they start to deal with the pressure that's going to come from Vici, because it does feel like they have a lineup that can make stuff happen with any one of their big ultimates available.
Yeah, and Chronosphere up, but without a TP. They saw the Void mid with no TP, so that did allow SG to actually get this top tier 2 tower. Nice little claim for them, but it is a trade for bottom lane as Ori gets a tower of his own. Necro's actually overtaken the Arc Warden on farm now with that kill and tower pickup.
The Courier just walked past them as all of Vici is moving up towards the north, and they might actually find the Dragon Knight over there. It does look like at least Bardino, he's going to be caught it out, but it's really the DK. But he pops the Haste Rune, has a blink as well. He'll be able to escape.
They turn around here if teammates nearby, but it doesn't look like they want to fight.
Yeah, I think the better of it. Probably the right decision.
Yeah, Chronosphere is dangerous thing to fight into right now. Void's even got a Shadow Blade, so that Invis initiation being the key thing here for Vici Gaming. 2 Invis initiators, something where SGesports are going to constantly have to spend money on more sentries, buy an early gem potentially, and this is an item that's basically designed to try and counter the Arc Warden. It's so hard to get to the real hero. He's always sitting behind creep waves, he's only sending out his Tempest double, so getting these Shadow Blades allows you to actually run past a creep wave and try and initiate onto him instead. You wouldn't maybe see Void going for this Shadow Blade if not for the fact there was an Arc Warden in the game.
Yeah, and that comboed together with Nyx Assassin means they can be just that little mobile hit squad together if they need to, or they can just have one other hero with both of the other ones, and it ends up working out in that fashion too. Blink Dagger for Earthshaker with an Invis Rune. He's going to walk in, finds himself a nice little opening, is going to be able to blow up 11 again. Chronosphere connects onto the Earthshaker, but you take that every day of the week.
Oh yeah. Nice little kill there, Shaker. Making up for the Puckslacker blink with an initiation of his own, and with Chrono down, suddenly SGeports could look to make a play themselves, smoke up, make a move, but they need to be careful. They do not want to get picked off.
Oh, Lanham just walked through a sentry ward, and now SG backing out.
Yeah, that's key always. Putting the sentries with your observers so you can see that Nyx moving around the map without even having your heroes there. And that's exactly what they've got set up at that bottom side of the map. Very good vision from both teams so far this game.
And Lanham's not going to really find anybody else here, but we'll be able to go back towards farming. Level 8 for him. And looks like as this game sort of evolves a little bit more, it's a little bit interesting to me because you have the 40R going for a BKB next on the Dragon Knight. And normally if you're playing like all of your team going a little bit more late game, then you will hold off on those BKBs sometimes. Do you like the decision? What's your thought there?
I think he really wants to be able to push towers with the 4 heroes, like the everyone except Arc Warden, and then Arc Warden just push a lane by himself. So I think the idea is here that Dragon Knight is always going to be that frontliner and really wants this BKB against Nyx, Necro, Phoenix. Sunray is very obnoxious to fight into if you can't cancel as well. Does a lot of damage, so it does make sense as far as SGeports getting close to being able, like having all their items ready to go.
Ooh. They find themselves a Lanham, and they do have a hell of a lot of Blink Daggers. The Puck just finishing off his as well. Lanham will hit the Jakiro, but will fall to the deck himself as SG find that pick off you're talking about.
Yep.
Now trying to go.
Maybe able to pressure this tier 2 tower, or actually better yet, take Roshan. That's something that if they have got the damage for, they may want to opt into, but not the easiest. You kind of set yourself up for a big Chronosphere, and I think the risk with Roshan is very high for them at this stage of the game when they can't bring it down quickly enough. The physical damage is all right, but it's not great.
Well, they see 11. I think that they did at least. A lot of kings around that area, but he won't get jumped upon as Vici thought that they might be going for Roche, so probably a very good decision for SG not to go into the pit right that time.
Yeah, it seems like the smart call there. Just fall back, farm, get some more items on Arc Warden, get his Mjolnir up. Would love to see this Arc Warden get a Shadow Blade afterwards, just so we can get to the backline, similar to what we're seeing Void and Nyx try and do. If you can get a Shadow Blade and Arc Warden, suddenly you just Shadow Blade past, find someone like a Phoenix, and Phoenix may just die, or he's going to be forced to use his Supernova in a very inopportune way. So
yeah,
we'll see where Arc Warden looks to go next.
Ori finishing the Radiance as well. Hey, look at that. I feel like I've seen that story before on a Necrophos, and it makes me sad.
Oh, yeah. Well, a lot of BKBs coming up. Necro has one queued up. Void is building one, so...
Chikiro up here top. They are going to find it. Fissure to try and break. They actually turn it back around. Gonna blow up that Nyx, and I think he dies here. He does go down. So a nice pickup. Vici again denied.
Yeah, this Nyx is so eager to set up kills for his team, knowing that if he can find someone, he just hopes that the Void can get there in time for a good Chronosphere, but he was just a little bit too far away from his teammates when he sets that one up, and you can see how confident Vici Gaming feel right now when they're making, when they're probably telling their Nyx, like, go and find us a kill, open up the game for us by just Vendetta, Impale, see what we can follow it up with, but they were just a little bit too eager to actually initiate there, and unable to convert it into any kind of a key kill or a tower. SGesports have just played some really good evasive Dota. Like, they've only fought when they've had a numbers advantage or they've had the right map control. They can see the Nyx with a sentry. They've given this Nyx very few opportunities to actually find pickoffs.
So we've all seen what Arc Warden can do late game, and we've seen how hard it is to push into it. Is it really going to be that bad for Vici if this game continues in this fashion without them making stuff happen around the map, or do you think it's going to be okay?
It's pretty rough, this game against Arc Warden. The Nyx is not going to be able to solo kill him by any means, even if you can find the real hero, so it really comes down to the Void finding Arc Warden.
Dream Coil down bottom, and they caught themselves the Monkey King. Do they not have vision of him? They don't realize where he's at. Old 11 somehow gets away from there.
Yeah, they had the Macropie. They could have chopped down some trees, but I believe they don't realize the Ice Path hit.
Oh, he whiffs. Slam a little bit off the mark there. Fenrir reveals his position, but cavalcade of interesting decisions over the past couple minutes, and nobody dies.
Yeah, big spells used, but no heroes going down. Yeah, that bottom one, I guess they just didn't get the vision they needed to understand where the monkey was.
Yeah.
Top lane, perhaps a bit of those nerves getting to Theo on the shaker.
They do have some extra vision now off to the sides, throwing out these Spark Wraiths whenever they get an opportunity to. But Vici still sort of being denied damage onto the tower since their creep waves just keep getting macro-pyred.
Yeah, Jakiro as a support is always nice to play in these games where you can't really get close enemies because you can just drop macro-pyre in a lane. Helps fund his sentry wards. He's still by far the lowest net worth here in the game, but at least is able to get some farm here and there.
Get this guy a Kickstarter for sentry wards, yeah.
A lot of Midas coming out. You mentioned that being something earlier. The Nyx has picked up one going back for a blink after it. Phoenix also close to a Midas, so both teams anticipating a longer game here.
Yeah. You get the XP gain as well for the Phoenix, get towards those later talents. In the meantime, it's level 15 on Arc Warden, and Mjolnir done with the Midas and bots. Just such a hard hero to deal with, as looks like Leposa might be in some trouble. He had used that orb again, and, well, phase shift is still going to go down here most likely as Fenrir picks it up.
They're looking for a counterplay, though.
Well, are they going to be able to get him? The jump in, they caught him. Earthshaker, a quick kill onto Lanham in 11, canceling that Wukong's command.
Nicely played.
Bottom lane? They build something?
Just an illusion.
Okay.
Well, Tempest double. Or he just trying to get some extra farm and pushing out this lane. Real Arc Warden still around this top lane. Not sure they are aware of. Yeah, they would have seen Young 11 there, but he is getting out of there.
It's going to be hard for me to start calling him Young 11.
I guess it's just 11 now, you know.
Yeah, for sure. We also saw the Phoenix pick up his Midas, or its Midas, rather. And with that XP talent, we'll be able to get towards those a little bit later on. They do spot out the Monkey King there, the Boundless Strike, but I don't think that they're going to be able to capitalize and find the kill.
Yeah, he guessed wrong with the Blink Totem. He knew he was there from the Boundless, but didn't get the Totem.
But easy so far.
Yeah, definitely is part of the game where things are slowing down. I think Vici Gaming came to this series knowing they didn't have to have an explosive start. A team like SGesports, they're probably hoping that they're going to make mistakes. They're like, all right, this is a team that doesn't have the experience. If we're in a close game against, we're going to make better late game decisions. But we haven't seen SG crack yet, so definitely some really good composure coming out from SGesports in a very tense game. We're not seeing a lot of kills. We're seeing a much slower pace. We're seeing much more farm-oriented, but it's farm-oriented with teams looking for pick-off, but they're just not finding them because both teams are playing really good defensive Dota.
This might be that moment, though. You see SG smoked up. At the same time, Vici is preparing for a smoke, I believe, as well. And they have a BKB that's done for the Void. They're walking here into the river. A little bit of vision given now. It's only the Nyx, though. They jump forward, able to get the Spike Carapace to turn it back around. Can they get the damage? It's immense coming out from the Earthshaker. They do time walk back and away. And the Wukong's command out as well. But this is going to be Monkey King down in SGesports. My God, that was a team fight and a half.
What a sick Echo Slam coming in. He caught, like, I want to say 4 heroes in that one. Just perfectly positioned on the high ground there. And SGesports smoking at the right time. Vici Gaming meet them where SGesports have kind of a high ground advantage. And what a great play coming out. 40R gets the jump onto the Nyx, leading to a fantastic team fight.
Yeah, it was just all that damage at once. Oh, feels good. That was nice. But the BKB not really doing a whole hell of a lot for the Void there. He had to time walk away from the rest of the battle.
He couldn't find the Chrono too. Like even after, like he BKB'd, he like pump faked the Chrono. I think he realized it's like this Chrono's not going to do much. He might kill a support in it. He could kill someone like a Shaker even. But it wasn't going to be worth using a Chrono there to just kill one hero. Better off saving it for when your team respawn and a potential Roche that could have happened there. So by holding the Chrono, he knows he's not going to win the fight, but he also means that they've still got it for the next fight that could happen in the next minute or two.
Yeah, and they're immediately looking for another pickoff with the Nyx Assassin. SG do need to be careful here now. If they wanted to go in, does he get a bash? No, not going to happen. But yeah, particularly like you were talking about, if they find this fight now with no Echo Slam, no Dream Coil, or what have you, that might have been a good opening, but Vici's still not able to find the fight.
Yep, things will go back to that perhaps slower pace farming for a little bit. SG may look to smoke once they've got their ultis back up.
Oh,
fairly
they
soon.
caught 11. He gets the snap as well, but well, he's still able to jump through the air.
Monkey's a pretty elusive hero.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely part of why we're not seeing holo kills is the heroes in drafts. I mean, you look at the cores, Void, great escape spell, hard to kill. Puck, same thing. Monkey King, same thing. Dragon Knight, very tanky. Arc Warden, very hard to kill.
Fight breaking out here. They take out the Phoenix at the start, and now they're going to be able to get 11 as well. Paparazzi going to try and jump away. Do you believe that that's going to be a kill on Mr. Monkey King? Most likely. Earthshaker finishing it off, and SG have come out of the gates very hot here in this first minor.
Yeah, holy cow, they are playing fantastic right now. They're just understanding when they can turn back and fight very well. Like, right there, they knew the Echo's coming back up. If Vici Gaming really committed to that fight, it likely could still go pretty well for them if they get that big Echo off.
Oh, maybe a chance here for a kill. They are going to find it, and, well, can they get anything on the return, though? 40R has shown up. They do get the Chronosphere. It's dealing a good bit of damage. It might be able to kill him off. Puck saving the day to take down the Nyx Assassin, and it does look like the Arc Warden somehow is going to get away from this, trying to slow him up. Can the Void get there in time? Is he going to find the kill? No! The stun comes out. He gets the Flux as well. Oh, Void is so upset about his situation. I think that he still does get away, but Egg committed there as well, and they don't get the Arc Warden.
Jeez. What a piece of pristine micro there. He gets the magnetic field from his illusion onto himself, which means the Void misses a hit. Then he gets the 4-star from his actual hero away. That Void thought he had that kill, but some great last-second micro coming in, and Arc Warden narrowly escapes.
I mean, there's a reason that they're perfect with it so far. They know how to play it.
You know this guy spams Arc Warden in pubs, let me tell you that. Bottom lane, Paparazzi's just farming illusions here.
Yeah.
Good bit of gold when you can kill these.
It's nice. And I mean, it is sort of going to be a situation later where that would have killed both of them. But at least for now, they do have the answers for it. And Roshan going to start to fall.
They know there's no Chronosphere. This is the downside. Anytime you're using Chrono, using the Reaper as well down for another 10 seconds, kind of expose yourself to potential Roshan. And good news for SG is they know they have ultimates. They've got Echo coming back up in a second, but they are under enemy wards here. So the vision for Vici Gaming is still very good. With Monkey King flying in, the vision makes this very hard to do.
Yeah, they have caught the Monkey King, though. A good start, but Earthshaker is out of the fight. No buyback for him. Monkey King dead as well. I think that Echo Slam is so important, though. It might be a little bit too much to ask.
Agreed. That ward, even the second ward, deeper into the raiding side of the map, making it very difficult for SGesports to secure this Roche. Having someone like Shaker getting jumped is so bad for them.
They do have this Sentry Ward down, and yeah, SG, they've shown patience the entire game and going to continue to show it now as they back away from Roche. They just can't give it up for nothing if Vici decide to walk in, which doubt they would. But.
Yeah, they even see the Void and Invis there with the Sentry, so likely we'll see them, go back to pushing out these lanes. Arc Warden TP's bottom with the Tempest double. It's going to get slowly dealt with by the Necro, but we'll see how things go here. Will be a Diffusal as the next pickup for Arc Warden, so that means Necro will have a much tougher time dealing with even just the Tempest double when you can use that Diffusal to break the Ghost Shroud.
And he really haven't felt the impact that much of the Necro this game, it feels like. He's not really been able to do as much. Up
until like those 2 kills there recently, he's just been farming a lot. It's been a much more farm-intensive Necro, which, like you see Ori, he's 5-0-0, obviously fantastic score. It feels like he is incredibly farmed. He's top 2 net worth, but you'd almost rather the Void have at least a piece of that farm, and it feels like there's too much pressure on Paparazzi to make plays initiate, whereas Ori's playing that more just farm the jungle. I mean, he's farming lanes more than he's farming jungle, but just playing that ultra farmer carry role, which is not really, to me, where the Necro shines as much.
Yeah.
With that said, he is going to scale very well, and I think a key thing looking late game is which heroes can deal well with BKBs. Everyone's getting these BKBs. All the core heroes are likely going to have them, and that's where spells like Reaper doesn't damage through BKB, but can provide some lockdown, the Void Chronosphere. Vici Gaming have decent heroes for fighting into BKBs.
It looks like the Vici Gaming lineup just canceled their TP on the Void, and now they're going to have to do a slightly delayed smoke. But it looks like SG are very ready for this right now. They're putting the Dragon Knight out front and center and have a lot of people behind him.
They saw the sentry get planted right in front of their ward, so they know exactly where Vici Gaming were.
Yeah. Vici will not be able to connect with this smoke. They back out and immediately going to go in for Roshan themselves.
Yep. Hard Roche to contest. You may be smoked up, but the smoke breaker, Nyx Assassin, is on top of the cliff, but...
Oh, they're coming in from the backside. This is such a good position. Earthshaker's moving in as well. Echo Slam connects onto 2. Macro Pyre down as well. They're all gone immediately. Can they find any more, though? Monkey King over here to the west side of the fight. They've got the lift up with the Eul Scepter. The Supernova is gone. Ultra kill for that Arc Warden. And one last to fall. SG dominant.
That was so freaking smart, Lyrical. You know, it's such a... We've seen so many of these teams get better at securing Roche against smokes because they just camp a hero on that high ground. The cliff where Nyx was is a great place to be. The common thing is you smoke, you go right past your Ancients, you go to Roche. No, they go all the way around. They bypass where the Nyx is at. They even scan, so they knew a hero was there. So they scan where the Nyx is. They go all the way around. They get that Blink Echo. This Shaker has made some sick Echo Slams this game, and Aegis secure. This is going to be 1 lane, possibly 2 lanes of racks here, very quickly taken. No chance to use Chrono, no chance for Necro to get off any spells.
Oh, look at it. Oh, it's beautiful. And like you can see there, the Supernova comes out and like, it's just, it tried to do anything to turn it, but they were ready as soon as that happened. And yeah, the Arc Warden getting Ultra Kill at this point is just gravy at this point for him too. 3,000 net worth ahead, the next highest.
Oh yeah. You kind of mentioned a little bit earlier, it just feels like the Necro Flawless farm hasn't been able to have that massive impact or even feel all that scary here in the late game. If he gets jumped, he's going down, and they've got the answer to the Ghost Shroud now with the Diffusal Blade pickup, so yeah, life gets tricky for Necro and even the Void. Similarly, if you get Blink Echoed, you get Chain Stun, there is no way out of that.
Or Shadow Blade echoed now, since he just picked that one up as well.
He almost just killed the Necro with his Tempest double at mid, or he just got down to like 10% health, if that.
So Parker, for Vici, where do you go at this point? You still need to play like the pick-off and push out lanes game, right? Is there anything else you can really do?
I think you also look to play that ultra late game as well. Get level 25s, get Void, even more farm. He's building towards that MKB, so he has some Arc Warden solutions, but the key thing in every fight is who's gotten the jump. If Nyx starts a fight, Vici Gaming or Void starts with a Chrono, you're going to win the fight. But all the fights we're seeing SG take, it's Earthshaker, it's Puck, or it's the Dragon Knight with a Blink Stun. So it's constantly been SG Esports getting the jump, and that's something Vici Gaming have to use smokes, have to use their vision to prevent. They need to be the ones starting fights on their own terms. And
they have a gem as well, I believe, on the Jakiro. So
yeah, it's on the... being past the Dragon Knight now.
Okay, past the Dragon Knight. Yeah, it's feeling like they have all of the answers that they need right now. Paparazzi, Silver Edge done. Going to help a lot with the Dragon Knight taking away that armor and regen, as well as just the damage reduction is another big thing. But they need to find that opening, and with the gem online now, it feels like those opportunities are going to be few and far between as SG parked up top.
Yeah, SG knowing they can just keep these lanes, this top and mid lane pushed out pretty easily with the super creeps in mid. Their heroes in top, there's no enemy vision on them in this dire jungle since they've got the gem. There's still some good dire vision around the bottom side of the map, so it's definitely something to be wary of, but perhaps more importantly, they position themselves in mid and top while leaving the Shaker at bottom. So Shaker is waiting for a pick-off at bottom, knowing that Arc Warden can TP in, so very smart position for him to be.
Oh! He's got some quick fingers.
Dang.
And now your last Pyrrhix goes down the mid as well. Man, this is so scary to fight up against, my god.
Yeah, they may lose a Rax off of that missed Chronosphere.
Yeah, it popped the ulti as well for 40R. They're ready to go. The only thing is they don't have the Earthshaker with them right now. Vici might not be fully aware of that. He did pass by a ward, actually, so they will realize that Earthshaker is coming in now, and this is going to probably be the go mark.
Monkey
King.
He gets hit.
There's the stun. They catch it down, take down the tower as well. It's going to be a big old hit, and they are trying to bring down the Dragon Knight. Is he going to end up falling? He does finally die. So they lose their DK. The buyback from the Monkey King is there as well, and well, Monkey King, maybe he's gone a bit too far this time around. They turn to fight, and he is dead in an instant.
Not been a 11's game, that's for sure. Vici Gaming will hold for now. With Dragon Knight down, I don't know if SG really want to continue this push. Even sieging the tower with Arc Warden is very dangerous and risky. You may have an Aegis, but they can easily kill you twice. The Tempest double can be brought down pretty quickly by the Void as well. So we are seeing Vici Gaming hold their top lane, but the gold lead over 11,000 now, and something that Vici Gaming is going to have to try and overcome as they are down the lane of Rax.
You see this SG team, and they're feeling good about themselves. The puck throws out an orb, blinks in, hits the tower a couple of times, and then orbs out. It's just no care at all, really, for what Vici come to do. They just seem to have all the answers, and maybe up top, another answer coming up. Echo Slam laid out, and, well, they didn't end up being able to TP in onto the creeps. It got taken out by the Necro, so they can't kill him off.
Yeah, that's the play they were looking for earlier at bottom. They're just sending the Shaker to a lane by himself, knowing that if he gets initiation and Arc Warden can TP in with the travels, it's going to be a kill. Perhaps you see something like that, and Arc Warden may consider getting the level 2 travel so he can TP on the heroes, not just creeps.
Yeah.
But for now, it is going to be a Manta build-up. So Manta Diffusal, a lot of mana burn, a lot of right-click damage. Very good against Void, a hero that if you can burn Void's mana, like one fissure or a couple stuns, just chaining him down, is going to make Void's life impossible. He loses his mana, suddenly he can't get off a Chronosphere. So very handy item build to be going.
And the other thing that I'm seeing, and it sort of is, it seems so simple on paper, is how well SG push out their lanes constantly, whereas Vici, their heroes don't really do that. Like, it's really tough for Vici to keep these lanes pushed out constantly, and that means that they're at a vision disadvantage. They constantly have to be like playing, you know, babysitter to it. It's tough.
That's a really, really good point to bring up. Even support, like the supports do, like the Jakiro, you drop a Macropyre, lane's being pushed out. Arc Warden does it with 0 risk with a Tempest double. Puck, very low risk with Lincolns and all that. So the ability to push out lanes without exposing your heroes is something that is always good to have in a draft.
Yeah.
And Vici Gaming, anytime Monkey King's gone to a lane, he's just been dying all his 0-11 game for 11. This is, maybe they're wishing they picked that Bat Rider here.
Oh, okay. They won't end up dropping a Chronosphere on that, thankfully. Thought that they might have had that hero, but all of SG is still up in the top lane with the rest of Vici running away. Even
plays like that just impress me with this Arc Warden. Like, send out one of the illusion while keeping the other next to his hero, so he doesn't... he tries to basically bait the Chronosphere using his newly picked up Manta. Do scan the monkey here, and we'll see what SG look to follow this up with.
I mean, at this point, Nyx is just looking for any kill possible, but SG are playing it so safe, and they can keep those bottom lanes pushed out. Arc Warden, again, pressuring, meaning that they are going to force the Necro back, and he has to deal with them. This is a rough life, and God, look at the damage Ori's about to take from this. That is a Tempest double.
That's pretty painful. Yeah, it's an illusion with 0 risk involved. Feed a little gold, but no big deal.
At this point, if you're SG, you just wait for the next Roche, most likely. You don't really need to do anything unless there's a big pickoff.
Yeah, you're not playing passively. You are still pressuring, like you say, push out all the lanes and then wait for that big pickoff. If you get that big pickoff, you may be able to go.
Yeah.
Do they see 11?
Playing a dangerous game. The BKB is out from the Tempest double, and the Chronosphere could be there in a little bit if they wanted to, man. The Necro dropped down to about a quarter HP. Impale is out onto 1. It's only the Earthshaker. He gets forced away. Can't even get the Chronosphere off. Blink away. Oh, no, 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 no. That is not the way you want to play Dota. The jump forward for more 40 yards smells blood, and he wants to take all of it. My God.
They're being styled on. This is like, I mean, a fantastic draft. Like the panel, they all liked SGesports' draft. They knew the Arc Warden was going to be a good pick and a good fit, but Ori will get a kill here. But the individual plays, they're just outplaying them.
Yeah, they take down that Earthshaker, but it comes at a cost. The buyback from the Necro is there, and at this point, there is very little to hold on to in this game for Vici Gaming. My God. Necro also even just going to be ran at here. The silence comes out. They do have a Shadow Blade there from the Void. He'd used Chronosphere earlier. They take down the Necro as well, dead for 2 minutes, and that is going to be GG. SG come in and blow up Vici Gaming.